This should have been a fun day, but instead I ended up fighting for my life in front of a portable toilet. Like, I'm not even being dramatic. I'm a pretty calm person. I don't pick fights. I don't start problems. I'm not an adrenaline guy. I don't even like roller coasters. My heart rate goes up if I send an email with the word following up in it. But Carnival turns your body into a liar. It convinces you that you're invincible, that you can handle anything, that you can stand in the sun for 5 hours, dance in a crowd, drink whatever your friends hand you, and still be a functional human being. And then, out of nowhere, your stomach is like, oh, we're doing consequences today. So picture this. It's a street block party. Packed, loud, hot. The kind of crowd where you're not walking, you're just being gently pushed by the concept of humanity. Everyone's wearing glitter, sunglasses, costumes that are either genius or completely confusing. I see a guy dressed as a traffic cone. I see 3 different Spider-Men, none of them coordinated. I see someone wearing a full cowboy outfit in the middle of a tropical city like they're about to herd the crowd. My friends and I show up with that early day confidence. The kind of confidence you only have before sweat ruins your personality. We've got the essentials. Water, obviously. Sunscreen, allegedly. A little bag or fanny pack situation because you learn quick that Carnival is basically a pickpocket-themed obstacle course. And I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a day. I'm gonna be social. I'm gonna be fun. I'm gonna be one of those people who looks like they belong in public. And then, maybe an hour in, my body sends me the first warning. Small. Just a little internal whisper. Not even pain. Just suggestion. It's like, hey, at some point, we might need a bathroom. And I do what every adult does when faced with a minor bodily request in a public setting. I ignore it. I'm like, we're fine. It's nothing. It'll pass. Because my brain is still in that good vibes only mode. Plus, I'm with a group. And being with a group during Carnival is its own psychological game. You can't just announce, hey guys, I have to pee. Because suddenly, the vibe becomes logistics. Suddenly, you're not dancing, you're organizing. Suddenly, everyone has opinions. One friend will be like, just go now. Another friend will be like, nah, hold it. The line's gonna be crazy. And then there's always one person who says, with insane confidence, I know a spot. Nobody knows a spot. That's a myth. It's folklore. So I keep it to myself. I do the quiet internal negotiation. I'm like, I'll go later, when it's less crowded, which is hilarious because it's Carnival. It doesn't get less crowded, gets worse until the end of time. Anyway, time passes, we're moving through the streets, and my stomach is doing that thing where it's not exactly pain, but it's like your organs are texting you in all caps, okay? And I'm still trying to act normal. I'm laughing, I'm dancing a little. But inside, I'm starting to do math. I'm calculating distance to home, which makes no sense. I'm thinking about how long it's been since I last used a bathroom. I'm thinking about the last sip of water I took, like it was a legally binding contract. And then we turn a corner, and I see it. The portable toilets. A row of them. Blue plastic boxes lined up like a warning. And a line. Oh my God, the line. It's not a line, actually. It's a living organism. It has curves. It has branches. It has a vibe. It's like people are queuing spiritually, not physically. And my body reacts instantly. My stomach drops, my mouth gets dry, and my brain starts narrating like it's a documentary. This is where the weak are tested. My friends don't even notice right away. They're still talking, still vibing. And I'm just staring at the porta potties like I'm looking at a predator in the wild. Finally, I say, as casually as I can, I might need to use the bathroom. And the group reacts exactly the way groups always react. Half of them go, same. And the other half go, wait, really? Now? And I'm like, yeah, now? Like. My body has decided, so we drift toward the line. And this is where the humiliation begins, because standing in a porta potty line at Carnival is not just waiting. It's a social experience. It's a public confession. You're in the sun, surrounded by strangers, all of you united by one shared truth. Your human body is an enemy, and everyone is pretending it's fine. Everyone is doing this relaxed posture like they're just hanging out. But the eyes are panicked. I get in line and immediately I can smell it. Not fully, not the full horror, just the preview. Like a movie trailer for suffering. And my brain starts going, okay, maybe we don't do this. Maybe we hold it. But I'm already in line, and leaving the line is its own humiliation. Because then you look like you gave up. So I stay, and the line doesn't move. It does that slow, offensive thing where one person goes in, and then nothing happens for 10 years. The door closes. You hear sounds, not even clear sounds, just the idea of sounds. And you have to stand there pretending you didn't hear anything because acknowledging it would break society. The sun is burning my scalp. Sweat is dripping down my back. The music is so loud it feels like it's inside my bones. And I'm trying to be cool, but my stomach is now in full revolt. I'm shifting my weight like a cartoon character trying not to explode. And my friends are making jokes because that's what you do to survive. One of them goes, "Bro, just don't breathe." Another says, "Honestly, I'd rather be dehydrated forever." Someone behind us says, "It's not even that bad," which is the most dangerous phrase in the English language. It's not that bad, because it's always that bad. Anyway, the line moves a little, and now we're close enough that the smell becomes specific. It's not one smell, it's multiple layers. It's like someone mixed cleaning chemicals, sweat, hot plastic, and regret, and then left it in the sun to develop a personality. And now my brain starts getting intrusive thoughts, like, what if you faint in line? What if you go in there and the door doesn't lock? What if you come out and your friends are gone? What if? Hold on, because this is where I make my first major mistake. I take a sip of water. I don't know why I did it. I think it was muscle memory. I think I was stressed and my body went hydration. The second I swallow, I realize what I've done. because now I've added more liquid to a situation that is already at maximum. And the water hits my stomach like a betrayal. My eyes get wide. I stop mid-breath, and my friend looks at me and goes, "Dude, are you okay?" And I do the most humiliating thing you can do in public. I say, "Yeah, I'm good," while clearly not being good. I'm smiling like a hostage. The line keeps moving in tiny increments. One porta potty opens, someone exits, and you can always tell how bad it was by the look on their face. Sometimes they come out with this blank expression, like they just saw something they can't unsee. Sometimes they come out moving fast, not making eye contact, like they're escaping a crime scene. And I'm watching each person like I'm reading omens. Then, finally, it's my turn. One of the blue doors opens, and the guy inside steps out. And here's the problem. The smell that escapes is not a smell. It's an event. It's a physical force. It hits me in the face like I got slapped by a warm towel from hell. And my body does this involuntary flinch backward, like my nervous system is trying to protect my dignity. But the line is behind me. There's nowhere to go, so I step forward. And I'm not kidding. My brain plays the most dramatic soundtrack possible, like I'm walking into battle. I go in, the door closes behind me, and instantly, the world becomes smaller and louder and hotter. It's dark, it's humid, it smells like the inside of a cough. I look down, and the floor is questionable. Not fully wet, but wet in a way that suggests history. And I freeze for half a second because I'm trying to figure out how to exist in this space without touching anything. This is not a bathroom. This is a challenge room. I'm holding my breath like I'm doing a free dive. I reach for the lock and my hand barely touches it because I don't want germs to know I'm here. I lock it, and then I hear the crowd outside. Muffled voices, music, someone laughing. And I'm like, okay, they're all out there living. And I'm in here fighting for my soul. Now, I'm not going to describe everything. I'm not trying to traumatize anyone. But I will say this. The porta potty has a way of humbling you instantly. You go in with pride, and you come out as a quieter person. So I do what I need to do as fast as humanly possible, because every second inside feels like a year. And then I reach for the hand sanitizer, except there isn't any. Or there is, but it's empty. It's always empty. That's the rule. So now I'm standing there with the emotional fear of someone who has to rejoin society with contaminated hands. I look for toilet paper. There's some. But it's hanging in a way that makes it feel like a prank. Siphon roll, floating there like it's embarrassed to exist. I finish up, and I'm already repairing my escape. And then the second worst thing happens. The door doesn't open on the first try. It sticks, just a little. But that's all it takes. Because now, in my brain, I'm not stuck for 1 second. I'm stuck forever. My heart starts racing. I pull again. Nothing. And I start whispering to myself, no, 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 no. Because being trapped in a porta potty during carnival is not a normal fear, but it becomes your immediate reality. pull harder. The door opens with a loud plastic squeal. And the moment it opens, sunlight hits me like I'm being reborn. I step out. And that's when I realize the entire group of my friends is standing right there. Not off to the side, not looking away. Standing directly in front of the door, like they were waiting for a celebrity. Like they were waiting for me to emerge as a changed man. And they start cheering. Not loud cheering, but that whisper cheering people do when they're trying to be funny without drawing attention. But it draws attention anyway. People look, strangers look. Because now, the Porta Potty has become a stage, and I am the main character of shame. My friends are like, he made it. He survived. Welcome back. And I'm trying to smile, but my face is still processing the horrors. I'm blinking too much. My eyes are watering. My soul is weak. And then it happens. The worst moment. The moment that still visits me at night. As I step forward to rejoin them, my foot catches on something. I don't know what it was. A little bump in the pavement, a piece of trash, the universe, and I stumble. Not a cute stumble, not a whoops. A full, awkward stumble where my arms flail like I'm trying to swim through air. And I land directly into my friend. My friend who is holding a drink. The drink spills all over me. Down my shirt, down my shorts, okay? So now I am the guy who just came out of a porta potty and immediately got soaked with mystery liquid. And the crowd sees it, okay? And I can't even blame them for whatever they're thinking, because if I saw me, I would also assume the worst. I freeze. My friend goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And I'm standing there drenched, smelling like sun, plastic, and humiliation, with porta potty air still in my hair. And my brain is screaming, "You have to say something normal. You have to act like this is fine." So I say the stupidest possible thing. I go, "It's cool. It's refreshing. Refreshing. Like I'm at a spa. Like I'm not wearing a public mistake." My friends start laughing. Mean laughing. The kind of laughing that happens when something is too perfect. And I laugh too, because what else can you do? And in that moment, I realize something. This is carnival. This is the whole thing. You show up trying to look cool, and then the day slowly removes that from you. It takes your pride. It takes your control. It takes your plans. And it replaces it with sweat and chaos and moments where you just surrender. And weirdly, that surrender is kind of the point. 'Cause the best part of being with friends isn't looking impressive, surviving stupid moments together, and knowing nobody's going to hold it against you, except your brain at 2 a.m., so we move on. I spend the rest of the day slightly sticky, slightly ashamed, but honestly lighter. Because once you've publicly emerged from a porta potty and immediately fallen into a spilled drink, there's not much left to fear. You're already at the bottom. Everything else is just dancing. And later that night, when I shower, I find glitter in places I didn't know had glitter privileges. And I'm washing my hands like I'm trying to erase a timeline. And I just think, yeah, this is what being 25 is. Not being glamorous. Just being a person in a crowd, trying your best, failing loudly, and then laughing anyway. If you've ever had a porta potty moment that humbled you, tell me in the comments. I need to know what the worst public survival mission you've ever been through is, so I can feel less personally attacked by blue plastic boxes.